Hi Joe, I hope this presentation finds you well. Thank you for letting me submit it tonight. I finished placement for my human services degree about 3 weeks ago, and they actually offered me a job. So I've been working there full time, so it's been hard to kind of stay on top of uni and work at the same time, but I've gotten through it, and this is my last assessment for this degree, so thank you for watching. I knew coming to Cairns would be a challenge, but as my family lives here and I had a few old industry connections, I knew that it was the right thing for me to do. Before I show you my workplace video, I'll just tell you a little bit about my internship. So Daniel Pycroft from Studio Productions has a fantastic reputation in Cairns. Daniel has a huge amount of respect in the industry, and his portfolio is quite extensive despite the size of his small business and regional location. Irving and Ray state that a confident and prepared director creates a tone, attitude and pace that allows the team to respond to whatever problems and challenges that arise. Daniel really is a creative and reliable practitioner who has established himself as a competent professional in Cairns, and that is evident through not only how busy he is, but the reputation that he has around town. My role did involve a lot of observing, but I also had the most amazing opportunity to work with a really small local museum in developing a few very short videos for their Facebook page. So before I continue, here is my 2-minute video that I submitted the other day. So the first question is, what changes can you see in yourself after this internship? I think the biggest thing for me has been confidence. I came into this internship feeling a little bit apprehensive because it's your first kind of integrated learning unit, and I'd already done a placement for my human services degree, so I'd been through the rigmarole of a placement, but just not with this this degree. And I was really a bit nervous because I had built confidence up in other areas, but with my creative industries it was something that I hadn't really done a lot of practical work with. So I think that's the biggest change. Like, I've been able to kind of sit into this role as a student, as an intern, and make sure I work hard and just offer to help with anything, do anything, and yeah, so I think that's, putting myself out there as an intern has really increased my confidence dramatically, and that's probably the biggest change. So one of the questions that I thought I would answer is, what was most satisfying about your internship? And I think the biggest thing for me was when I realized that Studio Productions was more than just a company. Studio Productions offered their services for free for community and charity events like Relay for Life, and it was really humbling and very satisfying to kind of know that in a small town like Cairns, there's like a real sense of community across all industries and across all sectors, and I think I was really lucky to be a part of that, and that was something that I hope that in the future they're the kind of organisations that I'd hope to work for. I really didn't know what to expect coming into this internship, especially because Daniel works very differently to most modern production companies that I know of. Daniel doesn't fuss around with the latest equipment. He has an old faithful collection of MacBooks and a massive old school broadcast style camera which he adores. But I quickly learnt that Daniel is capable and a very experienced videographer who is confident with his work processes and with his equipment. Daniel's also extremely supportive of my aims, which included becoming more confident in talking to clients and to learn more about the ins and outs of Final Cut Pro. I was lucky enough to be given the opportunity to work alongside Daniel for a local business. The Australian Armour and Artillery Museum is a local business who needed a bit of a hand with their online presence in terms with providing their fans with video content. Dennis, the manager, said that most of their fans didn't want the fancy bells and whistles of the social media world, but simple videos that showed off exactly what the fans wanted to see. Let me show you what I mean. Although I was skeptical, that video has been viewed on Facebook over 20,000 times. I guess this provided me with the key learning, as cliche as it is, but the client is always right. Anthony Artiste believes that our job as freelance producers is to find out what the clients need and create a proposal that reflects those needs in a creative way that the client is completely happy with. I suppose that an element of trusting the client's vision takes an element of self-reflection on our behalf, because if our experience with the museum ended up being something that Studio Productions had envisaged instead of the museum, then that would have affected the integrity of Daniel's reputation with the museum and would have led to a bad product. At the end of the day, the client knows their audience much better than we do, and they are the expert in their own company. Finally, I'd like to give my piece of advice to future interns, but I wanted to make it a little bit different because I want to direct it to future students and interns who do double degrees like myself. My advice is that you can find a way to utilize both skill sets so that they work for you and where you want to go with your career. They really do set us apart from our single degree friends. I'm moving to Melbourne next year to do my master's in social work, and I've just applied for a job. The position is for an outreach youth worker, and they're looking for someone with creative talents. So basically they were advertising for someone who can work at the drop-in youth centre and on the streets of Melbourne to work with the community's most vulnerable young people. And they want to have a focus on helping the kids get their stories out creatively, whether that's through music, art, rap or video making. So I feel very lucky to have completed this very unique double degree and very excited to graduate. So thank you for your support, Joe, since I've been up in Cairns. I really appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed my presentation. Have a wonderful day, and maybe we'll see each other again down the track. Thank you.